So here are some of my charcoal pencils. I've got a variety of different softness or hardness. The softest is probably about a 9B or a 6B, and today I'm going to work with 2B and 4B. I prefer the soft pencils. They also have harder versions, which would be HB or H or 4H. The higher the number, the harder they are, or the higher the number B, the softer they are. And I'm going to keep making sure I have all of these things parallel. I'm sure parents especially wonder how their children can make a career, make money out of becoming an artist. For me, I'm fortunate that I could do portraits for a living. I can take commissions if I like. But I also have a gallery career where I can paint pictures that will hang in a gallery that people can purchase to hang in their home and build a collection. And that work is my primary source of income. I also in the past have taught at the college level, and that was a great steady income. But the payoff is greater than any money because I get to do what I love every day. When I'm looking at her, if I squint my eyes, it separates out the light mass and the shadow mass more distinctly for me. So I can see those shapes a little bit clearer by squinting my eyes. Usually if you have above lighting, like we do right here, the upper lip will be slightly in shadow, slightly darker than the bottom lip. Switch to a little bit softer pencil. It's also a little bit sharper right now. Warm that one out. I don't want the hairline to seem like a harsh, hard edge, just like the soft transition between the lips and the chin. Otherwise it looks like two very separate things, and it's just a smooth transition. We're always surrounded by people passing by, and to stop and take a moment to really absorb a person is a gift. I feel really lucky that I get to appreciate people every day. Something with my paintings, my professional work, I've noticed that I tend to be attracted to drawing or painting things that aren't necessarily standard attractive, what is commonly considered attractive. I like more unique features or personality coming through. Something that shows more of the human behind the painting. Especially in 3/4 portrait, you're going to see a lot of asymmetries. If this were a more frontal portrait, the eyes would be symmetrical, pretty symmetrical. But because we have this half of her face rotating back in space, we have to remember that that shape of the eye is very different than this shape of the eye. And noticing that asymmetry really helps turn the form. One thing that I learned in art school from a sculpture class where we had to do several sculptures in our class at a time, we do one and then tear it down and do another and tear it down and do another and tear it down, was that nothing is precious. Nothing that we're making is so precious. And every time you get back to drawing or painting or sculpting or whatever it is, the mistakes are what help you learn. And to not be afraid to make mistakes, because every time you make a mistake and correct it, that was your opportunity to learn. Okay, so I'm just going through now and doing some final touches. I'm going to pull out my lightest lights with my kneaded eraser and also a little pink eraser to get some of those highlights that are being a little stubborn. But just doing some finishing touches on just the head. I'm not really going to get any more information down here. I'm going to just focus on the head. So just looking for those last little areas to make it a little more finished portrait. So I think that's about it. Thank you.